Compressors. Magic. Not so many guitar players actually do use compressors and know what to do with them, but there are some killer compressed sounds. David Gilmour without a compressor wouldn't be David Gilmour. Hey, if you understand about the dynamic of the instrument and the guitar tones in general, compression is a very important factor. If you crank an amplifier, like you play it very loud, the power amp stage gets saturated and compressed. So you can actually dial in this effect without having any saturation in a compressor pedal. And there are different styles of compressors. There's optocoupler compressors because they use the component optocoupler, which is a, well, I'm not explaining it here. And the second compressor I have here on my table is the Cali76, which is the URI 1176 in a small box. A typical studio compressor that has been used on almost any record during whatever, 70s, 80s. I've seen this in any studio I've been to. And the third one here is an Effectrode tube compressor that is handmade in the UK. So we have all different styles of compressors. And by the way, this MXR that I had at the beginning is another style of compressor. We will talk about compressors. Okay, first thing is this guitar clean. Okay, there's a natural sustain, but not too much. I engage this diamond compressor. And it rings a lot longer. So there's a lot of sustain that I can gain from a compressor. The compressor actually reduces the peaks and enhances the low volume of the guitar. So it balances out the dynamic without creating overdrive. But I have used this diamond compressor myself. First for the typical stuff that you would do with a compressor. It's like compare it without compressor. That's pretty dry, and with a compressor it's kind of more smacky and more attack. So the other thing is I can have, you know, this kind of country feel, give it a little bit more compression here. Yeah, this is a nice effect, how to get a cleanish tone, you know, slightly overdriven but clean with a lot of sustain and a nice typical attack that feels the way the country guys love it. But you can do a lot more with a compressor. I just increase the output volume to drive my amplifier, and this gives me a nice crunch tone for blues. Well, this guy knows how to make it breathe. Actually, David Gilmour sometimes even used two compressors in stereo. But okay, this was the diamond compressor. Now let's switch to the Cali76 and see what this sounds like. To me, it sounds a lot cleaner, and actually it does have more controls. It has attack and release control. So this is like the envelope of the compression curve. Also, we can have a mix between the dry signal, like without any compression, and the fully compressed signal. blending both together makes it sound more natural. So I have a natural attack plus the extra sustain coming from the Cali76. Yeah, this is kind of a very clean and especially studio style compressor. Now let's compare it with the Effectrode, which is a tube compressor. So first bypass. You can hear the sustain, but I can hear some little dirt here, which is probably from the tube, and it's nice. Makes me increase the gain, so I want more. I think this has a nice bite and attack, and actually every compressor sounds different. So again, you have to check it out for yourself, and mind, you can use a compressor not only for the clean tones, you can also use it to drive your amp. You can actually use it in a very subtle way to have overdriven sounds compressed in your effects loop or on a recording. So compression is an effect that is very, very versatile, but you have to spend some time to get a feel for it and find out what's the best use for your style. Enjoy and check it out.